Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we are getting into a supplement that you've probably seen all over your social media feeds.
Oh, definitely.
It's called Livelle Gluco Gone Berberine Drops. It promises, powerful blood sugar balance,
Right, and it uses this really popular formula, berberine, cinnamon, turmeric, ginseng, all the big names.
all in a liquid form, which is also part of the appeal.
And our mission for you today is, I think, pretty critical. We need to separate the actual science, which is there, from the, let's say, legitimacy of the companies selling it.
Exactly,
Right.
because that's the real tension we found.
Mhm.
You have real documented science on one hand,
Mhm.
and on the other, you have it being sold through these websites that sound medical, but offer these wildly suspicious discounts.
So let's start with that main ingredient, berberine,
Okay.
because that's where the story gets really compelling.
Okay.
The fascinating thing is the science is genuinely robust. I mean, clinical studies confirm it helps manage blood sugar levels.
And they often compare it to metformin, right?
They do. And that's not a small comparison. Metformin is pretty much the gold standard prescription for type 2 diabetes.
So why is that comparison so important for people to understand?
It tells you this isn't just, a simple herbal boost. This is a potent metabolic agent.
You're doing real work in the body.
A lot of work. It improves your insulin sensitivity, which means your body gets much more efficient.
Okay.
And it also activates these specific pathways that help your cells absorb glucose. These are real documented benefits.
And the other ingredients, the cinnamon, turmeric,
Mm.
they sort of back that up, right?
Yeah, they're often cited for complementary effects like mild anti-inflammatory properties. So the ingredient list itself, it's solid. The science is robust.
Okay, so if the formula is basically gold standard, why is it being sold through an operation that raises so many questions?
And this is where things get really interesting.
So Lavelle sells these drops through a website called Meridian Medical Center.
Sounds very official, very trustworthy.
Right. But when we ran it through scam detectors,
Hmm.
not so much. It came back with a remarkably low trust score.
The sources flagged a lot of suspicious activity, things like constantly changing registration addresses, which, is a classic way to evade oversight.
And then the supply chain gets even weirder. We found the exact same formula, and I mean identical.
The liquid drops, the flavor, everything.
The same berry cinnamon flavor, but it's sold under a totally different name. Clean Nutra's Gluco Gone.
And this is a huge structural red flag. Clean Nutra's own terms state you cannot resell their product without written permission
Yet here's Lavelle selling what looks to be the exact same thing
for nearly half the price.
through this really sketchy, low-trust website. And if you look into Clean Nutra, the supposed manufacturer,
Oh, wow. The Trustpilot reviews are...
they're damning.
It's not just my order was late. We're talking about hundreds of reports of an aggressive subscription trap.
Unauthorized monthly charges, orders that just never show up, and a customer service that just ghosts people.
Yeah.
Completely disappears, making it impossible to get a refund. That is just chilling.
And this brings us to another piece of context that you absolutely need to have. Beyond the shady business stuff,
Mm-hmm.
berberine itself is potent. It can cause some pretty significant discomfort.
What kind of discomfort are we talking about?
In clinical trials, about 35% of people experience some pretty gnarly gastrointestinal side effects.
Oh.
Yeah, things like diarrhea, nausea, cramping, constipation, and it's often really brutal in the first 4 weeks.
Okay, so what does this all mean for you, the listener?
I think our deep dive really confirms how important it is to separate what works from who you buy it from.
The science is real, but the operation selling it is covered in massive red flags about transparency, about customer protection.
Which leaves you with a really important question to keep asking yourself. Given that berberine is potent enough to cause documented, often painful gut issues, if you can't trust the company's customer support for help or for dosing advice, then who exactly is protecting your health? Something to think about the next time you see a great deal on a powerful supplement.